shipping. Oh, I like that.
That was a green screen. Shit, I'd rather have green money than a green screen. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing?
We are good.
This is my intro music, so I don't get sued.
Where's my music? Huh?
And we'll stay like that to think we froze. Like,
Where's my song?
what song?
I asked you to play Slow Ride.
All right, there, buddy.
That's my song.
There's a two-drink minimum to the Zoom. I don't want to have to call the bouncers because I will. All right, buddy. So take it easy. There's no requests.
I wanted to go back in time
How far back?
when I was 20.
When you were 20.
Wow. Let me see. That was 1975.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Really? Wait a minute. I gotta find.
When Ron was 20, 1975.
Wow. All right, let's call 1975. Here we go. They're not picking up. Hello, 19.
You got the wrong number.
Wait, hold on. Hello, 1975.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Sorry, Ron. 1975 is over.
It's over?
It's over.
Just last year, 1974.
Oh no, it's over. All right, welcome guys to HP's free Zoom open mic. I don't know. I think people are outside celebrating the quarantine because they're not here. How can you not attract anybody by saying it's free? Doesn't the word free mean anything anymore? Come on, guys. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Ron.
More. You got to charge more.
Yeah, I know, right? You know how I can charge more?
How's that? If
by
we pay?
giving away money. That's right. Then you see those motherfuckers come in, man. I tell you.
Nobody wants to go to the free club unless they got weed in their pocket.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're acting all goofy. Like Mel. Mel, he sent me a text saying that I can't come in, I'm working. And I asked him why. He goes, because I'm low on weed money.
he told me he couldn't do it because he's on the train.
Right. Oh,
so
really?
Do a Mike Hernandez set.
What'd he say? Oh yeah, that's right. See, now I was working that out, and I finally found that stupid fucking sound effect. There it goes. There. This is the one I wanted to give Mike Hernandez last week. Give you the sound effects of the subway. But anyway, but now with Denise in the background, oh my God! Now we gotta give her one of these. This is what I was giving her before. Here we go.
That reminds me of an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
The birds. Okay. I guess it's just gonna be. I'm telling you, I've invited everybody minus Lucifer. The guy was too busy today.
Oh, he's here.
No. He's busy dictating what to tell Trump. He's busy telling Trump what to say.
I suggest you let Jeannie do 20 up front.
Yeah, why not? We should do that. Because I mean, let me see if we let me calculate this. If we do Jeannie up front, let me see. Let me put this on my. Okay, if we do 20 times 40 minus 16, that equals 20 minutes, Gene. I want to have fucking fun with these. Okay, so let me see. I've been doing this all day long to get people to come here. Come to my free Zoom open. But anyway, we're here. And we're gonna start this off. We're gonna do it not really quick, but we're gonna relax. Thank you, Gene, for showing up. I don't know what kind of life you have. This is my life, right? And Jose and Denise, you know what? She loves to see the background because she's trying to copy what I do in the back. So she's always like, except for last week, because she needed one of the alarm systems. So I don't know. She needed one. I was trying to reach Denise, but I was like, Morse
code.
Yeah. She wasn't getting it. And then I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. She's sleeping. All right, there you go. All right. Okay, so I just want to give a shout out to you both. And whatever it is, whatever it counts, we're still on Facebook. I'm still going to be putting it on YouTube because you never know. That executive producer's car might have broken down tonight. And they're like, okay, I'm in the car. What am I going to do? Holy shit, let's take a look at HP's free Zoom open mic. I'm always a dreamer. What can you say? All right. So it's good to dream because that's how these things are made. I don't know. Like I recently saw Hamilton. I saw it listed.
Oh, I saw that. It was good.
Did you see that? Wasn't that fucking long? Holy shit, that was long. I was like this. Look, this is me in the beginning of Hamilton. All right, we're gonna get it. And then at the end of it, I'm like, okay.
Hey, I was in the room where it happened.
You were? What do you mean?
Yeah, well, it's on Disney Plus now, so you can take a nap in between.
I know.
During intermission.
But it was it was a date night between my daughter and I couldn't fall asleep. I was like, oh wow, this is really good. Okay.
Did you watch it in your living room?
Yes, I did. Why? Where else am I gonna watch it?
I don't know, at the theater maybe.
Oh yeah, I'd be the only one there. It'd be a special preview with everything going on.
You do like a Michael Jackson. Close the theater. I want to watch Hamilton.
Close the theater. I wanna. Toto. Is
that his dog or his monkey?
His monkey. Come on, Toto. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, he had a monkey of some kind. I don't know. I mean,
he had a monkey on his back.
Yeah. Toto, stop. Sit down. We're watching Hamilton. All right, come on. Continue. Those are my. So all of a sudden I'm watching Hamilton and I realized, you know what? I wondered. Instead of talking, I think if we sang for everything, there would be less violence, right? Can you imagine being tough while you're singing? I mean, give me your money now. I want your money now. Please give me your money now or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. You know, I mean, that would sound pretty... You can't get...
rumble tonight.
We're gonna rumble
tonight.
We're gonna rumble tonight. Rumble. Get her. She's gonna be leaving. Get her. No. We got to make up our own songs. We can't go on that.
We can't take somebody else's.
So you imagine these crimes. Can you imagine the protesters now singing instead of screaming? You know, we want Black lives to matter. You know, and all of a sudden the police go, "Stand back, you guys, or we're gonna gas you." I don't know. It wouldn't have the connotation of violence. So I think like Hamilton, I think we should all sing everything, you know, like I know that if my songs would probably be, oh my God, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh my God. Too late. So I was thinking of that, man. We should all sing, you know, because the last musical I saw was Les Miserables, and I came out of that movie theater singing, "They ripped me off, they ripped me off, they ripped me."
You saw the movie?
No, yeah, the movie. I actually saw the
They ripped you off.
I actually.
You gotta give Ron a spot. Let him do 5.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he'll do 5.
We have time.
Oh yeah, we got all the time. So,
Yeah.
and then I was thinking, okay, to be honest, I've got to say something. I think a lot of people are trying to be too honest lately. You know how I know? Because every sentence that somebody's been telling me is, to be honest with you, HP. And I'm like, really? No, please. That's enough. That's enough honesty. Lie to me, please. Lie. I don't want to hear that phrase anymore. You know, I'm not going to lie. No, lie. I mean, come on. You know, if a sad story comes on and all of a sudden I hear one more time, to be honest, it should be no. Lie. We need lies in this. We need lies in this world. Come on. All right. So,
Lie like booty shoes.
see, oh, oh no, you're not getting me with that trick.
What did he say?
He's trying to make me confess, and I'm not going to confess to my code words. Okay, those are code words. Those are code names.
Wait, code words or safe words? That's what she said.
That's what she said. No, those are code names. Those are code names. Yeah. So, like to be honest, okay. My thought. Sometimes I look at the annoying people, and I say, "Wow, this virus killed." Unfortunately, 150,000 people. Can you believe that? And I look at that person and I go, but not him. How is that possible? What? What? He should. He's like this with his math. You know, the other day I saw somebody in the street taking one of those readings with the triangle and everything, and I shit you not, he went like this. And I'm like, how did he not get the corona? He's cleaning the screen with his finger. Everybody's okay, you know. So recently somebody told me about how they're having trouble with their mans. And they're saying that they've always got to coax their mans into doing things.
Their mans?
Their mans, you know, the man in their life, you know, their mans. Right, Gene?
Yes.
Yeah, your mans. I gotta coax my mans every time to do something. He don't do it on his own, so I gotta coax him. I gotta tell him what to do, like a big baby. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you trying to say? She goes, you know what? I think all men are big babies. And I'm like, really? I said, wait a minute. I think I've got an argument for that. No, not all men are babies. Why? What do you mean we're babies? Why? I want some pussy.
Give me that titty.
Give me that titty. Why? We're not babies.
Ron is all up in this.
Yeah, he's acting alive today. And I don't know about you, but I think everybody's been having an attitude towards me, and I don't like it because the other day I'm trying to call my mother. Okay, Ma, I gotta give you one of those ringtones, right? And she had nothing to do with it. She had nothing to do with it because all of a sudden oh man, I wish I had that right now. I'd play that text. All of a sudden I'm trying to call her. You know, hold on, let me see. Okay, nothing. I get no service, right? So I'm nothing. It doesn't hang up. So I go, Siri, call my mother, and then calling your mother, and then I hear that, but nothing. And all of a sudden, I hear it hang up, and I go, Siri, call my mother, and with the next one, I hear, I already called your mother. I'm like, what? Did Siri just give me an attitude? I can't believe that Siri gave me an attitude. Because I was like, Siri, call my mother. And then the next thing I hear is, I already called her.
Hello? Not picking up.
It's not picking up. So I'm like, oh my God, how did that happen? I think Siri has gone against me. All right, so there you go. It's with the attitude. Oh, by the way, since everybody is now favoritism, I wrote favoritism. I'm starting to deal with this favoritism at work, and well, I shouldn't have said that. I mean, I was dealing with this favoritism on my ball club where I play baseball. You know, how about the baseball? Isn't that crazy, you guys? Has anybody seen the recent baseball games? There's a DJ in the booth that actually waits for a home run, a foul ball, a ball hitting a player in the nuts? Because I was like, oh my God, there's nobody there, right? And all of a sudden, if the referee calls strike and there's nobody there, all of a sudden you hear, wait a minute, there's nobody there. How the is that DJ really that fast? Like if they all of a sudden you hear, if somebody hits a home run, you hear, I mean, wait a minute, are we in a comedy club? What the fuck is that? He just hit a home run.
Well, there's an app for that.
An app in the stadium? I mean, come on. He struck him out. The opposing team struck him out. Nobody in the seats, and you hear, strike 3.
So I hear you can pay for an app, and you can get a seat in the stadium, a cardboard cutout, and you make all the noise you want through the app.
Wow. Like that.
Like that.
Oh my God. Yeah. Imagine that. So why would they use the actual, the actual noises if people were actually there, because I'll play it like this, you'll usually hear something like, right at a baseball game. Hey buddy, you want a fry? Hey, that's not a fry, that's my dick. Get a let go of it. Come on, what are you doing, buddy? That fucking guy sucks, right? Yeah. So you hear that, okay? And they're trying to be as accurate as possible. But for me, all of a sudden, what I would do if the guy struck out, yeah, that would be better. Come on, don't you think we'd get a lot more views if we didn't go so actual? I mean, went strike 3. That'd be great, man. Come on, that'd be perfect. I think that would be better. So I was just talking about favorite. All right. So once again, and I recently realized that nobody has an attitude on this open mic. So thank you very much for putting up with my rantings. Once again, this is the other thing I was going to tell you guys. Wait, I got to tell you.
Secret? Is it a secret?
Yeah. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Shh.
Okay, wait, get closer.
I went to an interview, a job interview. I went to an interview. Can we hear me?
Yeah.
Can we hear me? And I sounded like this. Do I get the job? Am I hired? Do I get the job? Okay. I went to an interview recently, and I'll tell you, Jose, Jean, Denise, Ron, Mom. Okay, everybody knows she's my mom.
Everybody's covered.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. I was the perfect fit for this job. Okay. And it took today to find out that this guy who was hiring, he thought that I wasn't the good fit for the perfect fit. I was like, wait a minute. How the fuck did that happen? How the hell did that happen? Wait a minute. So I was analyzing it today. I was like, wait a minute. So the perfect person showed up for the position, but he happened to say, no, I didn't want to hire him because he keeps turning water into wine. And that's pretty annoying, you know? He's always calm and demeanor and talking about miracles. And I don't need a miracle, but I need a miracle. Like, what the fuck? You didn't hire me? I'm the perfect fit, you dope. What are you waiting for? No, that guy, the water into wine thing was just a bit too much. And the miracle thing, that freaked me out because the guy was dead. Leave him dead, but he rose him from the dead. Unbelievable. Who's this? Yeah, I'm telling you, it was crazy. That was the kind of week I had. And I go, wow, okay. Well, and then I was thinking, okay, so if that's not my destiny, we all have a destiny, right, guys? That's why we're here. We're trying to be funny. We're trying to hit it in. But why do we have to keep going through these speed bumps? I mean, isn't there enough smooth road? Why don't we just get there? Why don't God tell us, listen, you know what? In 5 days, that's when you're going to hit it. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sleep until 5 days from now. How's that? Right? You avoid all the fucking bullshit and suffering. I'll get there by sleeping, wake up, and hey, look what it is, my success. Da-da-da-da-da. But no, God says, wait a minute. HP is having way too much fun. He thinks he's going to be successful? No, I don't think so. He thinks he's going to be successful. No, I don't think so. You know what? He thinks he's going out today. Guess what? Let's do one of those. Let's do one of these. There we go. Now it's better. Go out, HP. I don't know who's the one laughing. I think they're both laughing. Her and God. All right. They're both laughing at me. And that's why I'm here, because they're laughing at me. All right. So there you
You're a
go.
funny guy.
Yeah, I'm a funny
You're
guy.
a funny guy.
You're a
Funny,
funny
how,
guy.
how funny?
And usually they go funny looking after that comment. All right, so let's begin off. We're going to do the questions. You want to do questions?
Yeah,
guys?
do the questions. I know you worked on them all week.
Okay, so I'll do the pictures first. Let me share some of the pictures. All right, and I definitely know that now we've got outdoor dining outside. Okay, so they started advertising about the outdoor dining, and somebody went creative and said, okay, we're going to have to attract our customers to come into our restaurant and show people that we're pretty good. So they decided to do this kind of advertisement. And tell me if you think this is the safe bet to advertise that you have no Corona pizza. What do you think? You think that's the smartest way? All right. And they actually told me HP pose for this statue. Please look. Well, you think I look like the statue?
A little bit.
A little bit, right? Okay. I'm banning you from my Zoom forever for the fucking little bit that you just said. All right, that just my ego is this small, and now it's like this because you said little bit. Look at it. She's drinking. She's getting drunk on my little bit. That's what she said. Okay.
That looks like the guy in front of the Broadway Comedy Club.
Yeah, right. That's me, Jose. That's me. That's not the statue. That's me. Okay. So
No
they said,
pizza.
okay, that's what no Corona on our pizzas, and then they were like, okay. So now the government, what they want to do is they want to entice you into going out, right? And did you hear that Europe now has a vaccine and the United States is not joining in? Did you hear this? I just heard this today. They're rolling out like 2 million vaccines, hopefully by 2021. And I recently found out why the government doesn't want to join the European for their vaccine, because they said, we have our own vaccine and you guys are lucky enough here. I got a picture of the next thing. This is the government approved new vaccine that's not going to Europe. All right, guys, here we go. There you go. It's called placebo, people. And they said this causes miracles with the COVID-19. They said, we don't need those Europeans. We're doing it better. So it's placebo, everybody. I was like, oh.
Is that generic or is that the pharmaceutical?
No, this is generic, okay? But they said this isn't good enough. We love our government, the United States government says we love our people so much that we got to go further than that. So what they did is they said, you know what, we've got to go further, and they went and did and made this one. And tell me if you say the government doesn't love you. They said, okay, let's give them extra strength placebo for the new coronavirus because this is how we love our American citizens. We don't need that European mumbo jumbo bullshit virus vaccine. We got our own, people. So this is graces to you from the Trump administration, extra strong placebo. All right, there you go. That's what I've been coming up with all week, and that's a big time yawn from
I like that. So wait a minute, is that placebo twice the calories?
No, it just knocks you out until you fucking wake up with no corona. That's how it goes.
Just
yeah.
checking.
Yes, checking. I love you, Jose.
Yeah, placebos are sugar, aren't they? Sure. Sometimes just sugar.
I don't know. I've got to check.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
All right.
I'm talking to the government now, and they're telling me, no, it's sugar free. Wait,
How about caffeine free?
Jose, the government is asking for your address. They want to go visit you.
1313.
Mockingbird Lane. Okay, so those are the pictures of the week. So let's bring up, and it's going to be just for you guys. We'll do this really quick. I love to do this with you guys. So you know what this means. Let's see. There you go. Okay, let's bring up our first launch poll of the evening. Here we go. There is a hurricane arriving. What essentials do you go buy? Toothpicks, beef jerky, beer mugs, sandals, or plant food? All right, it's a close race, and there's only 4 horses in the race, so what the fuck? Okay. Here we go. And it's going to be one of those evenings where it's going to be a tie amongst 4 people. And survey says, ending the poll now, it's a split in between beef jerky and beer mugs. That's what Americans want during a hurricane. All right, there you go. Because somebody's going.
Jeannie picked beef jerky.
Who?
I did.
You did. Oh my God. You picked beef jerky.
Guess what I picked?
Plant food. Nobody picked plant food.
Nobody.
Nobody. You didn't pick
Nobody.
anything. All right. So let me bring that again. Bring that music again. Let me stop sharing that and bring up poll number 2. Is the music too loud? Great, because I hate hearing my voice. All right. All right, here you go. Launching the poll. Residents are complaining about air quality. How do you fix this? Less farting outdoors. Ask all citizens to refrain from public partying. When you go out, wear a condom. Smoke your marijuana in a bag, or get rid of all the citizens, all the residents who are complaining.
Wait,
Oh,
did you write these?
Yes, I did. These are all copyrighted by no one. All right, so there we go. 4 out of 4. Let's end this and the music there, and let's end the poll. And share the results. And it's an astounding 2 people voted for less farting outside. Yay! All right, you guys are hilarious. One picks no smoking marijuana in a bag, and the other one said get rid of the residents who are complaining. Oh my God, what are we in Portland? Okay. All right, let me stop sharing that one. Let me bring up the third question here and bring up this now. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we go. Launching the poll. What would you like to be included in the next stimulus package? Okay. Viagra for women, dog biscuits, empty water bottles, cocaine, or matzo balls. Oh, you guys.
Can I change my answer?
Sure. Can you? Can you? Okay, 4 out of 4. There you go. Bring that in. Let's bring that ending the poll. Let's stop the music there and share the results. And 50% of you, which is just 2 people, voted for Viagra for women, you guys. Yay. There you go. Viagra. I wonder who voted Viagra for women. Too bad this doesn't show. And another one voted for cocaine, and another one for matzo balls. Okay, I don't have any.
I didn't vote for cocaine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's bring up the last question, because this is HP's free Zoom open mic, and I like to keep whoever participates entertained, not like you guys staring out there. Come on, guys. You guys are fucking perverts just looking into the show. All right, launching the poll now. President Obama recently spoke about Trump. What word did he use the most? Mofo, Momo, which is moron times 2, nincompoop, foobar, Diablo, or all of the above? Man, this is so much fun with 4 people. Okay,
Wait,
this is gonna.
You don't vote? That makes it 5. You don't vote?
No, I don't vote. I mailed it in, and Trump closed down the post office. Yeah, all right. Ending poll there, and let's give this all the way down to the. No, let's not give it to the nitty gritty. You want to hear the ending of this fucking song?
Yeah, let's hear that.
Okay, this is the last question. We'll get into the ending. We gotta make it suspenseful. Well, what is it, President? There you go. And sharing the results, and 50%, which is 2, said President Obama spoke about Trump and he used mofo the most. Hey, that mofo who can't stop us from voting. He's too orange. Yeah. All right, so there we go. That's it. That's HP's Zoom's open mic for tonight's voting. Thank you. Thank you. I did have a staff working on those questions this week, and it was a staff of 2. That's my staff. That's the budget I'm affording. All right, because this Zoom, let me tell you. All right, so yeah, we got 20 minutes each. So let me bring up some appropriate music. I think we got 20 hours each at this moment, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we've got 3 audience members because the last one she was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just finished shooting up heroin and I'm kind of sleepy." Okay. So let me bring it. Oh, can I do this? I want to do this again. This was so much fun last time. Our next comedian, she travels the land of afar, which is, I think, Jamaica. Queens, please, round of applause, and I'm looking for my applause. There you go. All right, we gotta get out the masuka. Everybody, round of applause for her. If I can find my clapping here. There you go. No, not that one. Not that one. That's what I was doing this morning. There we go. There we go. Round of applause for Jean, everybody. Jean.
Yay.
Hey, that was put you up there.
Thank you, HP. Thanks for having me.
No, yeah.
It's like a real intimate show.
Yeah.
I was actually walking on 2nd Avenue in Manhattan earlier this evening, and it's like Bourbon Street out there.
Wow.
It's like containers, lots of people throwing COVID beads everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, so my fiance was out tonight, so I went on a walk, and there's really nowhere to go. So I went to pick up some Moe with my unemployment check.
Yeah.
It was like the same price as a 6-pack of 40-ounce beer. So I figured, what the hell? So I splurged.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen the list of countries that U.S. citizens can travel to.
Soup, sorry.
It's not a long list. It's actually a very short list, but it does include Croatia, Kosovo, and Albania. So, 2 countries, while not known for tourism, do embrace genocide.
Oh.
So I don't talk about my day job a lot, but I'm a lobbyist, which means that I ask politicians for favors all day long. This is actually not as exciting as it sounds. Dealing with politicians is like having a pet cat. The only way to get their attention is by waving something shiny. I mean, this like entails like, maybe flashing a leg, showing some cleavage.
Wow.
Waving some money around. Yeah. I don't want to get too real with you, but that's what it involves. So anyway, you guys know I got engaged a few weeks ago, and my fiance is Italian, and he has a strong New York accent. So when I wake up in the mornings, I find him in the kitchen in his boxers and his wife beater, cooking bacon with chopsticks. And then I go out to move the car, and it's hot and it's humid, and I'm like, fucking A, it's hot as balls out here. Do you think we're rubbing off on each other?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, so my mom, she gets worried about me a lot. And I don't know about your mom, but when I first moved to New York City, this was like 20 years ago, I had a temp job, and she'd call me and go, Jean, I so worried. I so worried. You have no money. Even I sell my underwear. I don't want you to become hooker. I'm like, Mom, I don't think you can sell enough of your old used underwear to keep me out of the sex trade. He's like, you'll be very surprised. Vintage items very popular on eBay. I'm like, but Mom, your underwear is like so old. She's like, no, Jean. They are certified and pre-owned. Yeah. Yeah, so now my mom, she lives in Staten Island, and I think she's the only person I know who moved there to raise her social standing and impress our relatives. Because I hear her.
I had to give you one of those.
Because I hear her on the phone bragging. Oh, what I do today? I go boating in the harbor again. I'm like, Mom, you were with 500 people on the Staten Island ferry. So, you know, I think I mentioned before, I grew up in Ohio, where I was one of only 4 Asians in my entire high school. So I spent a lot of time doing white people activities. I wore a lot of flannel. I listened to tons of country western music. I thought about joining the swim club, but then I remembered, hey, I want to meet black guys. I auditioned for the drama club, but I didn't get one part until they put on a production of Miss Saigon. And then I got 3 parts. So when I was in the 3rd grade, they decided in Ohio that they wanted everybody to be integrated. So integration in Ohio meant they took the 4 Asians from the all-white school and they bused us an hour away to the all-black school. So I wasn't sure how I felt about this, but you know, but I did learn how to braid hair and and they did call me my homie chink. So as I mentioned, I did some outdoor dining, and I didn't realize that, you know, an outdoor dining in Manhattan means you're basically sitting in the middle of traffic. So I ordered my Korean barbecue, and I'm sitting there, and I didn't know it was going to come with the side of carbon monoxide. But then this MTA bus pulls up right next to me, this close from the table, and I could have punched my chopsticks right into the side of the bus. It was that close. Yeah, so what else can I tell you? Yeah, so my mom, being in Staten Island, life has not changed too much for her. You know, she's been hoarding food and rationing paper products since the end of the Korean War. So, yeah, so I mean, when I go over, I mean, her apartment could basically be like a mini Costco.
Oh.
Apartment, you know, right there. I got my third COVID test this month, and yeah, and you know, given how dull, you know, and mundane everything is, no nightlife, it was actually kind of exciting. I mean, it's a new net sensation. I mean, they take the nose swab, go all the way up your nose hole, and you know, it's a new hole to penetrate.
Nose hole.
Orifice.
Yeah, so how much time do I have?
As much as you want.
Yeah, so I should have talked about this before, but people ask me, where did the term lobbyist come from? And it's actually, you know, in the 1800s, people would sit in the hotel lobby and wait for the politician to come down, you know, to talk to them. So that's why they call them a lobbyist. But if you were sitting on a couch, you would be called a couchist. And if you were on a train, so I'm glad they sat in the hotel lobby. So I'm not on the train platform.
Hey, I missed the train strike. Hey, I missed that one. If you were doing on a train, what happened?
I'd be a train platformist. Yeah. Okay. I'm still working on that one.
Oh, that was good. I just didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Yeah. So. Okay. So that's it, folks. Thank you.
Ah, hey.
Yay.
Nice. All right, look at that. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I know. Somebody already. I had 2 director and 2 producers tell me, Hernando, your clapping sound effects suck.
But they're copyrighted.
Yeah, they're copyrighted, but she's like, you gotta wait till they finish their joke, okay? Oh, okay. Producer. It's look, see, we scared Jean right out of her seat there. There you go. She went to take an encore outside. All right. I wanted to ask her, Ohio, man. That's kind of like us in a white corporate America, right, Jose? Come on. When have we been looked at normal in the corporate world? Have you? Not me.
Yeah, I was a manager in the corporate world.
What did you used to do?
I was a project manager for Verizon. 37 and a half years I spent in Verizon. So I was the white guy.
Wow, Verizon. Verizon. Meanwhile, they're my carrier. Gene, I want to ask you, growing up in Ohio, okay, what was the biggest challenge for you other than being Asian?
Well, I mean, a lot of it stemmed from being like the only Asian. I was like invisible.
Really?
It was like being like the only heterosexual at the Chelsea bar at closing time.
Wait, you're so glad you recorded that. That's funny. Wow, the only heterosexual. Wow,
At
okay.
the Chelsea bar in Ohio?
No,
Well,
no,
I
no.
just did the West Village bar. In the West Village bar, yeah.
Gene, you got to forgive him. He used to work for Verizon. He's like, did you say where the antenna goes? And how long did you live in Ohio, if we can ask?
I lived there for 20 years, and then I moved here right after college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and out of all that time, did you ever speak your native language, Spanish? Because that's the only languages they teach in high schools in mid Ohio, right? Spanish and English.
Yeah, they taught French, but that was pretty useless. There's no opportunity to use it, but they taught it for some reason.
So
Yeah.
let's add this up. They teach French, they teach Spanish, but you hooked up with an Italian. So you see how useful that all was, yeah, right?
Yeah, very useful.
Do you so you're from exactly where?
Well, I was born in Seoul, South Korea. When I was 2, I moved to Columbus, Ohio, which
Okay.
is the land of the Buckeyes. So I grew up in like football Buckeye land.
Did you ever? Do you speak either, if I'm right, Cantonese or?
He's
No,
Korean, not
Korean.
Chinese.
I know we all look the same.
Oh my God, this is gonna be fucking horrible! I swear.
You think Kim Jong Un, Korean? That's
So
Hyundai, Taekwondo. Yeah.
see, because if you say Spanish to a Dominican, that's all wrong too. So if you, all right. So what is the language in
Korean.
That's what it's called.
Korean. Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's me.
Because
With my mom.
there's no such thing as a Chinese language. That's what I learned.
Oh yeah,
Cantonese,
yeah, Mandarin, Cantonese,
right.
and a bunch of different dialects.
Right.
Yeah, Korean is probably the easiest East Asian language to learn because there's only 14 consonants, 14 vowels, and it's all phonetic.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well,
I like Szechuan beef.
I like Szechuan beef too, extra spicy. Yeah.
Oh. So do you speak Korean?
Yes, I speak Korean, and I do like Konglish. It's like that Spanglish where when I speak to my mom, I sound like I'm speaking pidgin Korean, like a mix of Korean and English.
Really? Can we hear that? Say something you would tell her, like what would be like a normal thing? Like, can I get that drink out of the refrigerator? And say it in Kanglish or
Polish.
Like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, I put you on the spot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. My mom speaks it too, though, because she's been in America so long. She mixes like English words with like, Korean.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right. I mean, see, the problem that I have is that they know I speak Spanish, and a lot of people are trying to learn Spanish, but then they come up to me and say, "Hey, HP, check out my Spanish," and all they do is say, "Maricón, hijo de puta, huevo de sangre, verga." I'm like, wait a minute. That Spanish sounds okay, but it sounds like you got Spanish Tourette's there. How's my Spanish? Maricón, hueputa. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. that's pretty good if we were in a Mexican bar. So I kind of figured the same with you. If anybody comes up to you and no, I guess nobody could.
It's like the curse words they know, but know first. Yeah.
All right, but I doubt anybody goes up to you and says, "Hey, Gene, how's my Korean?" And then what? Can you say like a curse word? Do you know a curse?
Yeah, I know a bunch of them. Yeah.
Say it. Come on.
Don't worry, we're not gonna know.
Yeah, we're not gonna know.
Okay.
Say one.
My mom's like really mad at me. She goes, "Shangyan."
Really? That's a curse word?
Yep.
Shangyan.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
It's like basically the B word.
The B word.
Bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baloney.
I know. I'm so nice. You can't imagine, but sometimes
Right.
they call me the
B
B
word. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm thinking barracuda. Wow. I didn't know in Korea barracuda was a bad word. Oh my God. You're a barracuda. Like, oh, shing.
Talking about how your mom mispronounces English words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom does like the same thing because she told me, she goes, oh, I was, you know about Brittany Spinach. And she was like she was dancing, she was, and I was like, Brittany Spinach?
Wow.
Well, she used to date Justin Timberlake.
Wow, that is, your mom and my mom should get together on the phone and really fucking crack us up, boy.
They probably understand each other perfectly.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this right now, and not to interrupt, but my mother's new thing, and she's right there. She'll attest this is true. My mother's new thing is repeating what she says.
She repeats it to you. She doesn't repeat it to me.
Well, I'm talking, Ron. Don't interrupt. Don't yell at me in front of my mother. No, if I'm on the phone with her, she'll be like, Hernando, and this is in Spanish, so I'm going to say it in English, but in Spanish it sounds so much funny, but she'll be like, Hernando, when they walk, they walk. I'm like, what? When things run fluid, they run fluid. Like, she's saying twice of everything, and I'm like, and in Spanish, cuando cosas fluyen, fluyen. Cuando caminan, caminan. I'm like, really? So the second time, so I was wondering if that happens to you. Is your mother repeating things twice? Jean?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess they want to reinforce the point because they don't know how much longer they're going to have.
Oh my God. But I get it with voy a colgar. I'm going to hang up. I'm like, okay, Mom. Twice a very. All right. Thank you, Gene. I just had to interview you because you know what? I used to do a podcast nobody listened to. So that's good. All right. There we go. All right. I'm so self-deprecating. Yeah. I'm at this point. I don't know. All right. So let me bring up a jingle for our main man. Let's see if we can bring up a good one for him today. I'm gonna just go out on a whim and give him one of, let's see, no, let's not go. Let's go. He has traveled a myriad countries, hunting not tiger but hunting jokes. Please. He has traveled from the far reaches of Manhattan. He has hunted down vice presidents of Verizon. Please, everybody, join me in a hearty clapping as I find my clapping noise. Please, round of applause for Jose Angel Diaz. As he hunts for the next cellular prospect. And cut.
King, your kung fu is very good.
Oh.
Jeannie and I have a lot in common, right? Because I too live on Staten Island, and I'm like your mom, or your family and I have a lot in common because I moved to Staten Island as a status symbol.
Wow.
Right? I came to Staten Island in 1991. I bought a house.
Wow.
To improve my status. my brother. That was a little delayed, but that's all right. So,
That's
my
what
brother-in-law who stayed up in the Bronx said, "Oh, Jose, you think you white? You done bought a house? You think you people?" Just because I changed my name to Joe Day. And I speak a little bit of French too, Jeannie. It wasn't a waste of my time. Tout le monde, ouvre la fenêtre.
I wish we knew what that meant.
I mean, that
Open
way
the
I'm gonna
window.
translate. I'm
All
gonna
the
open the
world.
window. You see, Jeannie took French. She didn't take Spanish. She took
Oh,
French.
oh. Excuse me.
Wait,
I didn't take French or Spanish. I took drugs.
Wait, HP, you'll understand.
What?
HP, you'll understand this. Cherche la bouche.
Yeah, I
No,
love
no,
that.
no, no, wait. Ferme la bouche.
Oh, she was very fine.
No. That's cherche la femme.
Oh, okay.
I spoke a little bit of French. We have a lot.
Oh,
You know,
wow. Look at
I heard
that.
La Bouche. The
La
bush.
Renaissance
not la bouche.
man.
So thank you. So we have a lot in common because I too was a lobbyist.
Oh.
When I lived in the Bronx, we lived in a tenement building, and we used to smoke weed in the lobby.
Wow.
And that made me a lobbyist. As a matter of
Thank
fact,
you, lobbyist.
In the Bronx.
I'm a lobbyist in a tenement building in the Bronx with a Dominican stop. We had green walls because he didn't like plátano maduro.
Oh.
Wait, now that I'm thinking of plátano maduro, which means ripe plantains, I'm thinking about what HP was saying before, and he said all those things. I heard all those hijo de puta. I heard everything else you said, but I have never in my life heard bola de sangre.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell that means, but I'll ask you later. Anyway, so we're lobbyists. We're hanging. One night we're hanging out in the lobby because we're lobbyists, me and my brothers and a bunch of friends. There's about 15 of us. It's wintertime. It's freezing cold outside. And we're smoking weed, so the lobby is full of smoke, just as it is today in the Capitol building. Anyway, my father walks in. We don't know what to do with the joint. But my father walks in, I had a strict Puerto Rican father with a mustache like yours, HP.
Oh.
Yeah, very thick, very. So we all panicked. But my father did not stop. We lived on the second floor. He went upstairs, went inside, closed the door. And now we're in panic. We said, hey, GJ was our friend. That was my father. He saw us smoking weed. He said, don't worry about that. I said, why not? Because your father cops weed from me. We did not know. My father would say, no fumen hierba, don't smoke any weed. And he was copping from my friend. Which reminds me, back then we smoked weed to get high, right? We smoked weed to get high. I want to know, what is the fascination or the sensation about hookah?
Uh-huh.
You ever been to a hookah bar, HP?
Oh, yeah.
Have you smoked some hookah?
No, they walk too fast. Oh, you mean hookah?
That's why I thought about it, because Jeannie was talking about hookah.
Hookah.
And I thought it's like a big thing that you smoke. And
Yeah, you smoke cotton candy.
I don't know what that is, right? Because
Yeah.
now it's hookah and Hennessy.
Yeah. Well, the
Because
Hennessy.
the hookah doesn't get you high. You got to drink the Hennessy.
Yeah.
And the hookah costs you $35 for a little aluminum foil thing that they stick in the middle. Everybody puts their lips on.
Oh.
And they smoke hookah. All hookah's so nice. It's bullshit. It's tobacco. It's cheap.
Not even. It's a vapor.
Oh, you get the good hookah.
That's what she said.
Good hookah.
Hookah. Your kung fu is very, very good. So I was sitting here before like this, and Mel's not here. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
No, today's his birthday. So it's a happy birthday to our friend Mel Cruz.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Yes, sirree.
All right. I don't got any birthday music. Bye.
So before I was sitting here, I got a new camera and I saw myself, and I look like Bill Barr. I look like Bill Barr when he was being interviewed or doing whatever, testifying on the Hill the other day.
Right.
I look like Bill Barr. Am I under oath? Bill Barr was saying that he's got his little green men out there in Portland because there are protesters out there with slingshots. Slingshots. Have you ever in your life shot a slingshot and hit whatever you were aiming at?
You need one of these.
Yeah.
Nunca mi vida. Never in my life have I shot a slingshot and hit something. And they're shooting slingshots with ball bearings. Ball bearings. Where the hell does a Puerto Rican in Portland get ball bearings? En la botánica. La botánica. Remember the botánica?
Yeah.
You guys know, I see them on the, I'm talking to your parents now. You see a botánica? You ever been to a botánica? In a botánica, you could buy mercury, which is a soft metal with a very low freezing point, right? You could buy mercury and play with it in your hands. My father used to use it to load dice, but you can't find ball bearings. I don't know what these little green men were afraid of. A slingshot with a ball bearing. Are they like David fighting Goliath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little green men in the Ukraine, right? It's the same thing. And then they're afraid of grandmothers. Grandmothers and mothers went out there to help the protesters, right? To protect their kids. Because they didn't want grandmothers in yellow shirts with weapons. These little green men fighting grandmothers. What did they have? Like wooden spoons? Egg beaters?
Rolling pins.
La chancleta?
Yeah.
Everybody knows. I don't know if Genie knows what a chancleta is. It's like kung fu shoes.
Here, let me show you. Hold on. It's this.
A chancleta. What are they afraid of?
Yeah.
It's a gang of grandmothers, with rolling pins or rollers in your hair. Shame on you. With rollers in their hair, and these guys are afraid. And they talk about these lasers. They say, "Oh, lasers! You blinded 3 of my men." And I'm thinking, why didn't you follow the lasers? It's not like you were on a plane 50,000 feet in the air, right? The guy's over there. He's pointing a laser. Go find the guy with the laser. They call them a gang of grandmothers, a gang of grandmothers. Now, I was never in a gang. I grew up in East New York, Brooklyn. I was never in a gang. Both my brothers were in gangs. One was in the Tomahawks, which is a ruthless gang that they used to call them divisions in all the boroughs in the city. My other brother was an unknown rider. When I got to junior high school, I already had 2 brothers in junior high school. So when I got there in the 7th grade, they said, "Hey, are you one of the Diaz brothers?" I go, "Yeah, what of it?" I wasn't a tough kid, but I had 2 older brothers in the Tomahawks and the Unknown Riders, so I could play tough. They had colors. My brother Mike one day came home with his colors. He had some Tomahawk. Back in the day, I don't know if you see gangs, not like MI6 and all those other gangs. These gangs had class, right? They had dungaree jackets. They cut off the sleeves. They put fur on the side. They had these colors on the back. So my brothers both joined gangs because they wanted to fit in. Not me. I just wanted to paint the colors. Where'd Jeannie go? Because the Tomahawks.
Hey, if anybody leaves, that's half our audience.
Because the Tomahawks, they had this skull, and they didn't have crossbow. They had a hoe and a sickle, and they had these flames on the back in acrylic. I didn't need to join the gang. I wanted to do the artwork. That was classy like that. But I never did because I didn't need to fit in. Jeannie was talking about before about being bussed, right? Were you bussed, Jeannie, from the Korean neighborhood of 3 to like the other? So
The all-black neighborhood, yeah.
you were bussed to the all-black neighborhood? So I was, so you hear Kamala Harris, right, might be one of the top runner-ups for the
Yes.
presidential thing.
Mhm.
And during the debate, she said, she did that whole thing on busing.
Oh,
So then I
yeah.
thought about it too. I said,
Yeah.
I was a child of busing. And I wanted to tell Joe Biden, back in the 60s, there was this little boy, this little yellow boy. Thank you, Gene.
All right, here we go. I know that was my cue.
Wait, that was your cue. I'm telling everybody, wait for the bus. This little yellow boy, and he was bused to another school where the white kids proved to him that he was poor when they showed him the holes in his socks. No, I just made that up. Anyway.
Oh. What are you talking about? Have you been smoking with Mel?
No. But busing was a big thing back in the 60s, right? In New York City, they bust. You're too young. How old are you, right? 50-ish?
Who?
You.
I'm 15. God damn it.
So back in the day, they bust us from East New York, Brooklyn. They bust us to East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Now, today you might think, oh, they sent you to East Flatbush? But back then, East Flatbush was an up-and-coming neighborhood. It was nice. It was Blanquitos. It was Irish and Catholic. And so now you went from East New York. You went from East New York to Flatbush. That's a downgrade.
Wow.
Thank you. That's a downgrade. Wait, I really want to. So I was talking about slingshots before, right?
Yeah.
Grandmothers. I wanted to talk about grandmothers and street gangs. I talked about my brothers with the colors and one time my brother was in the gang. My mother found his colors. She was about 13 years old, and she took the colors and she threw them out the window, and they fell on the ground. My brother went out there and found them, and he hid them behind the door. So I told mommy, they're behind the door. So my mother beat the crap out of them. I still want to do the colors, right? But I'm still thinking about slingshots, right? Bill Barr talking and testifying that they have slingshots. I'm thinking, do they also have pea shooters? Remember pea shooters? I don't know if you remember pea shooters. You took a straw and you took a bag of gandules from your house and you started hitting people with peas. You don't remember that?
I was too poor for the peas. I didn't.
Senora, you didn't give that kid a good upbringing. You didn't let him use pea shooters.
No.
And then I thought it'd be more dangerous if out there when they're protesting, you're shooting spitballs at them.
Yeah.
The spitballs.
Oh, very COVID.
Spitballs are much more dangerous than ball bearings and peas. Because if it gets in your eye, as Jeannie said, you get the COVID. So Bill Barr, I'm gonna go back. Wait, maybe I got another note. So the reason that today they can't pass the new COVID bills to help you with your unemployment. I know HP, you're probably working.
Don't remind me.
Jeannie is probably not working. And one of the reasons that's holding him back is because McConnell wants to put a provision in the new bill that says you can't sue an employer if you go back to work and you catch the COVID. Because he's a Republican, right? He's going for the business. And it reminded me that I was sued once. I was actually sued because I was hit from behind. I was actually in a car. I was driving across the Verrazano Bridge, and this woman plowed into me, and she hit me from behind. I was driving a 1994 town car at the time. And I thought everything was fine. We exchanged numbers, everything. Nobody was hurt. 4 months later, I get a letter in the mail that I'm being sued for $1.2 million.
Wow.
1.2 million. She hit me from behind. Now, she was suing me, and her lawyer, a big fat ugly dude, was carrying on saying, oh, it's $400,000 for loss of wages. $400,000 for pain and suffering. And her husband was suing me for $400,000 for loss of services.
What?
He claimed that because of the accident, his wife could not perform her wifely duties. Oh, wifely services.
Now that's funny.
$400,000.
Oh, that's all she's worth in bed.
Wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I could probably go to Times Square and with $40, have me a good time with $40. For $400,000, that means for $40, I can have 100 sessions a year. For how many years? I can't do it. Wait a minute. She's not worth $400,000. I need the change.
Wait, let me figure that out. Hold on.
Let's do the math.
That's 3 blowjobs.
No, that's only $10. It'll last. Those 400,000 will last a lot longer. 400,000. Anyway, they paid her a nickel because they couldn't. Well, They couldn't believe that he lost that kind of services for $400,000. Even the judge on Staten Island knew that he can go to downtown Staten Island and with $20, he could buy an icy. I'm leaving. Your mother's looking at me like, ¿Qué dijo ese? Bola de sangre.
Oh, weapon.
That's it. I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
Oh, what? Give me a break.
You
All
want
right.
more, I'm gonna have lessons later. I'm gonna have lessons later on how to make a slingshot. Have you ever, HP? Did you ever make a slingshot?
No, what are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I used the BB gun.
No. So I'm gonna tell you. Wait. Before I go, so back in the day, we used to make a slingshot out of a mommy dearest wire hanger.
Okay.
Go ahead. I was waiting for the sound effect. Mommy dearest, don't put your clothes on a wire hanger. Ave Maria. So you gotta use Ron's alicate, right? And you gotta bend it up nice, and you make the little things, and you wrap it in rubber bands, and then you take a little leather patch from your shoe. But it's never accurate. You can never hit anybody with it. Or back in those days, you ever make a gun? So they had zip guns. They had zip guns that you make out of an antenna from a car. They don't have them anymore. You make an antenna, can shoot a 22 bullet. Or you made a zip gun that was made out of wood with a lot of rubber bands, and you use a clothespin. What do they call that in Spanish? A clothespin.
Un clozapina.
Un pinche. We used to make zip guns with all these rubber bands that you could shoot at each other. Beer can caps. You know, from the beer can, the little tapa, and then you shoot them at people, and then you can get them in the eye. Watch it, you'll shoot out your eye. Those are the kinds of weapons we made. We didn't need no egg beaters or wooden spoons to go to a protest for Little Green Men. What are we, in Ukraine? I gotta go. I feel like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I'm clapping for myself.
Yeah. Huge audience here tonight, folks. Huge. All right. You were really into a lot of violence for a non-violent guy.
But my kung fu is very good.
Oh, your kung fu. Very good. All right. I never. The only thing about kung fu I used was nothing. I ran. This is the closest I ever got to kung fu. Watching them do it. I ain't doing none of that. Oh, look at you, Jose. You know what? Everybody's always entertained by you, Jose. And I got to ask, why the hell are you on this thing?
Why am I where?
Why are you on this thing?
On the Zoom thing?
Yeah.
It's touching moment. But you know what? Of all these Zoom shows, my mother was sick the whole bit. This show, and I like you, HP, we've been friends for a long time, because it's a lot of fun to do this. And when I was in the funk, this show helped me get out of that funk. So,
yeah, there you go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And that's why I'm here. And I love this show. It's a great show. And I love your parents because they're there.
Yeah.
I keep trying to hijack people from other shows that come and do your show, and that's why Jeannie's here. And Jim was gonna make it, but that's why. That's why I do this show, because I love it and it's fun.
Well, then this is for you, Jose. Thank you.
Kung Fu is very good.
You're the closest thing I've got to a celebrity because you've been on TV, other than me appearing on Cops. That's it.
Were you on Cops?
Yeah.
Did they have a knee on your neck?
No, you know what's more embarrassing? You know what's more embarrassing? Being on Cops naked. That's more embarrassing. No.
Wait, there's a story. There's a story there.
No, are you kidding me? I've never been busted by the police. They've wanted me to. You know, they've come that close to busting me. But one time, I'll tell you, I was driving home. Man, I don't do this.
Tell the story. You already know.
I'm sober now. I've been sober now going on 12 years. Okay, so I'm sober.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll drink to that.
You do that because, like I said, it don't affect me now. Before I'd be like, "What are you doing, Jose? What are you?"
Oh, what you got?
Wait, okay.
Tell your story.
Es una cerveza. I want some cerveza, dude. But all right, I got out of a bar in Jackson Heights, and I got out with ex cousin-in-law. Okay, so we're both drinking our asses off. We're the king of the drinkers. We're drinking beer and shots. Okay, we leave and we say, you know what? We're gonna go down the back streets of Jackson Heights so we don't get busted. And I'm like, great, that's a perfect plan, right? Wrong. What happens is that he's driving in front of me. I'm driving behind. We stop at a red light, and all of a sudden I see this light right on my side window, and I'm like, and I'm pretty buzzed, and I'm thinking, holy shit, a car is gonna just drive right into me. I'm dead. I'm really fucking dead. And all of a sudden the light is moving, and I'm like, why is the light moving? And it was a police officer's light going, excuse me, buddy. Lower.
Oh man.
Lower your window, please. Lower your window. And I'm like, okay, officer. So I said, you know what makes me less drunk? If I put on my glasses. So I put on my glasses, thinking I'm gonna fool this guy, right? So he says, yeah, can I see your? And I'm like, sure, officer. Hold on. And I'm searching for my shit. And then my ex cousin-in-law, he's driving up front, and the light barely turned green, and he rammed it. All right, so according to the cop, he saw him drive away red, right? He drove the red light. All of a sudden, the cop looks at me. I shit you not. He looked at me right in the eye. He went, you're lucky. And then he went after my cousin.
Oh, my God.
And the question is, did he catch him?
Okay, that's the question, right? So I go, I'm not moving from here unless I see nothing. Right? So then he chases after him. They turn the block. I never see them. And I drive at the next green light, and I say, oh, shit. I look around. There's nobody around. My genius mind says, I'm going to go to every precinct in Queens and look for him. Okay, so I go into these precincts that I have no idea where they've taken him to try and do what? I don't know. I'm just as fucking buzzed. So I walk into the precinct, and if you've ever seen a drunk guy, he's usually like this. And I'm walking in and I say, have you seen this guy? His name is blah, 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 blah. And they're like, hey, buddy, are you all right? And I go, yeah, I'm just a little sleepy. That's all. I just woke up. I'm sleepy. And that's why I look that way. I go, oh, okay. All right, we believe you. Next day, we wind up at the same bar with other fucking relatives, and we're drinking, and he comes busting in. All right, he comes busting in, and he says, motherfucker, you should have been in that jail cell with me. I go, they took you to jail? He goes, they took me to jail, and now I got to take AA meetings. And he spit on the floor. He went, but you should have been there, HP, you fucking bastard, you lucky bitch. I was like, from then on, I was like, I am guarded by my drunken angel, and I said, you know what? Never again am I going down that street.
So, wait,
'Cause I-
so you weren't arrested?
Nope, I
You've
was
never
not
been arrested.
Never been arrested.
Wow. I had a girl I was dating once. She told me, remember when they had stop and frisk?
Oh yeah, but I never was. Okay.
Well, somebody, she asked me, have you ever been stopped and frisked?
Yeah.
And I said, and not been arrested?
Oh wow.
Never. Right? I was arrested 4 times. I'm not going to tell you, two were DWIs, 2 other boberias. So that means that on this Zoom comedy show right now,
Yeah.
400% of the Latinos have been arrested.
Oh wow. Oh, I gotta give one of these. How about Gene? Have you been arrested?
No.
No.
How about
Look at
Ron?
I
Has
had a
been,
misdemeanor once as a teenager, but no.
what
I've
were you
been
doing?
arrested.
Were you smoking weed?
No, this was Ohio. We didn't have weed there.
Not hookers. What was the misdemeanor?
Well, I have a younger sister, and she was driving underage, and I was her accessory.
You are a chaperone?
You were the Clyde to her Bonnie?
We went to the mall downtown Columbus, and of course, you know, I'm thinking, oh, I have to return this skirt at the mall. It's very important. So I go in the mall and I tell my underage driver sister just to circle the block several times while I'm inside. And we always said, if the cop stops you, just tell him that you're me, because all Asians look like yeah, and so that's what she was supposed to say. And I come out of the mall, and this cop comes walking up towards me, and I see my sister in the back seat of the cop car. And I'm going, oh my God, I have my sister's license. I said, let me give it to you. And he goes, it's too late. She spilled the beans. We know everything.
Oh.
So she's in the back seat of the car. They were actually really nice. So they gave both of us some misdemeanor.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
She's full in my book.
Yeah, really. I'm not going to ask the one who has the bank account in the Bermudas because she has that background screen. But I'm not going to ask. Have you ever been arrested?
No.
No. Arrested for illegal emissions, but never arrested for
I
something.
want to know if Ron has ever been arrested. He's a military guy. He was in the bush.
Yeah.
Ron?
No, I was never arrested. Came close.
Liar.
Came close.
Yeah.
Close.
I like that fact that Jeannie was telling a story about her and her sister because they all look alike. So I shot a film once. Guy's name was Whitaker. It was a Japanese film, right? It was a documentary on a guy, Whitaker, that killed his parents in Texas. So
a Japanese film.
it's a Japanese documentary. Not that you
Kung Fu is very good.
very good, your kung fu. If he defeats me, I'll eat my words. So we're doing this film for this Japanese company, right? And they're doing this. I tell everybody, wait for the sound effects. See, Jeannie, wait for the sound effects. So we're doing this film, and in the opening scene, they come and they arrest this guy Whitaker who killed his parents, right? He killed his parents because they were millionaires. True story. The true story was that he killed his parents. So they come in and they arrest him. In that scene, I'm playing his girlfriend's father. And then the next scene, we're going to play in the courtroom where he gets convicted of murder and they sentence him to life or death or something in jail. Now, in the next scene, I play the judge that convicts him. And all these Japanese dudes, I said, wait a minute. How could it be that in the first scene I play the lady's father. And then the next scene, I play the judge that convicts them. He goes, oh, you American. Oh, you look alike.
Oh,
So actually, the Japanese culture, when they see us, to them, we all look alike. You're just a little more brown. Thank you.
yeah.
Sorry
Oh,
about the
yeah.
voices. I'm trying to work on my voices.
No. Hey, that's what this is all about. All right. So you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to do it. Give you one of these. Hopefully it's not too loud. We're going to call it quits. How's that, guys?
Thank you, HP, for all you do for us.
No, come on, guys. That's what I do. I try and make everybody happy. Now, remember, try and sign up either to the Instagram or to the YouTube. You'll get a kick out of it. Everybody has a kick out of it. And I'm going to start this music again because I hate talking really fast. So ready? Here we go. Rewind. So try and join up on one of these two and see if we can get me noticed, get you noticed. Gene, thank you very much for showing up again. I really love you, appreciate you for all you do. I appreciate you. Jose, your middle name is what I go for. You're the angel. Come on, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
HP, always a pleasure.
Denise is hiding out in the Caribbean because she didn't do her taxes. Remember that? And Ron and my mother, as usual, they're always saying, when'd you giving me my money, huh? Every fucking night I gotta call you. Yeah, you gotta bring it to the moon. All right, guys? So thank you for joining aboard, and here we go for the intro, ending music that I did, so I won't get sued. Thank you again, and remember, every Friday, as long as you come, I come. That's what she said. All right, guys? Thank you very much. Hey.
Yeah.